Haaland is 2020th Golden Boy. Mourinho beat Guardiola again. Bayern and Real are killing your express bets. Atlético appears to be stronger than Barca in Messi's anniversary match. The matches of national teams are over. This means that all club football is back with a flurry of big news. There is no better way to keep track of everything but to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button for notifications. Before we start, we are very curious to know, who do you consider the best young player in the football world? Write your options in the comments below. It remains only to leave your like, and we are getting started. The match against Atlético was Messi's 800th for Barca. He has been playing for the club for 17 years. Youssoufa Moukoko became the youngest player in the history of professional football in Germany. He debuted at the age of 16 years and 1 day. Diego Simeone beat Barcelona in La Liga for the first time in his career. Before that, he had 17 matches without a win. I can assure you that the future of Cristiano is connected with Juventus, said the club's sports director Fabio Paratici. Manuel Neuer made his 400th appearance for Bayern Munich. Müller played 549 games and is fifth in club history. In the match with Villarreal, Real again missed from the penalty spot. For 2 games in La Liga, 4 penalty kicks were put against them. Werder Bremen drew with Bayern Munich and finished their 10-match streak of victories. FIFA announced that the Best Award ceremony will take place online on 17th of December. Isco's agent has notified Real Madrid's management that the player wants to leave the club next winter. For the match with Atlético, Barcelona players came out in special shirts with words of support for injured Ansu Fati. Gerard Piqué didn't finish the match with Atlético due to a knee injury. The timing of the recovery is still unknown. Fabinho has almost recovered from his injury. He started training with the ball on the pitch. Inter agreed to extend the contract with Samir Handanovic until the summer of 2022. Schalke 04 hasn't won in 24 Bundesliga matches in a row and is next to last in the table. Ronaldo has scored 8 goals this season in Serie A and caught up with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan is an incredible player in person. He can play with one leg up to 50 years, said Francesco Totti. Arsenal will activate Dominic Szoboszlai's clause in winter. The transfer will cost £23 million. Derby County lost 0-1 to Bristol City in Wayne Rooney's first attempt as a player coach. Lucas Hernandez was injured in the match with Werder Bremen. He won't play in the Champions League against Salzburg. For the first time in his career, Jose Mourinho beat Pep Guardiola twice in a row. There have already been 24 matches between them. In the match against Hertha, Erling Haaland made his first poker in the Bundesliga. Nigerian businessman Orji Uzor-Kalu wants to buy 35% stake of Arsenal. For the first time since 2014, Chelsea haven't conceded a goal in 4 straightaway games. They won their last 5 matches in the Premier League with an aggregate score of 16-1. Jadon Sancho told the management of Borussia Dortmund that in the summer of 2021 he still wants to move to another club. Cagliari central defender Diego Godin tested positive for COVID-19. For the first time since August 2014, Tottenham finished today in the Premier League in first place in the table. Both Son Heung-min and Arsenal have the same amount of goals in the Premier League, 9 goals each. Juventus wants to buy the central half of Sassuolo Manuel Locatelli. Just before the game, I told the players that Tottenham shouldn't be allowed to score first. Mourinho's teams are to punish you when you make mistakes, said Guardiola. It's time to move on to all the main results of the day in Europe. And now we are moving on to the main news of the day. Tuttosport has announced the name of the winner of the annual prestigious Golden Boy Award, which goes to the world's best young footballer. This year, the winner of the prize was the prodigy of Borussia Dortmund, Erling Haaland. Second place went to Ansu Fati. Alphonso Davies is third, Jadon Sancho is fourth, and Eduardo Camavinga rounded out the top 5. In the morning, the Golden Boy title. In the evening, a poker to Hertha, Erling's perfect day. Interestingly enough, in the internet poll conducted on Tuttosport, it was Fati who won, not Haaland. Last year, the Golden Boy was awarded to Joao Felix, and before that, Matthijs de Ligt triumphed. Mourinho vs Guardiola is a great preview. Historically, Pep is more likely to win a duel with Jose, but the Portuguese is rewriting the history. Tottenham beat Man City 2-0, and this is Jose's second victory over Pep in a row. Already in the 5th minute, Son Heung-min converted a one-on-one chance. And 60 minutes later, the advantage of Spurs was doubled by Lo Celso thanks to Harry Kane's pass. What's more, the Argentinian scored 35 seconds after his substitution. In total, Tottenham had 2 shots on target and scored 2 goals for the entire game and possessed the ball 33% of the time. Typical Mourinho. Chelsea beat Newcastle in an away match without any worries. At the beginning of the first half, Federico Fernandez scored an own goal. And in the middle of the second half, Tammy Abraham netted after a gorgeous solo run and a passing from Timo Werner. Manchester United at home beat one of the main outsiders of the season, West Bromwich, with great difficulty. The outcome of the match was decided by another penalty from Bruno Fernandes. Moreover, on the first try, the Portuguese didn't score, but the referee ordered the kick to be retaken due to the fact that the goalkeeper Sam Johnston got off his line before the shot. And Aston Villa, which this season remains a nightmare of all giants of the Premier League, lost to the modest Brighton 1-2. The Robin Hood of the season title goes to Birmingham. The game day in La Liga began with another misfire of Real. This time, the Royal Club drew with Villarreal. Madrid took the lead very quickly. In the second minute, Mariano Diaz scored. Yes, don't be surprised, Benzema and Jovic couldn't play, and they had to start Mariano. However, after that, Real looked very poor, and in the 76th minute, Gerard Moreno equalized the score from the penalty spot. In the central game of the match day, Atlético beat Barcelona with a minimal score of 1-0. The crucial point in the match was a silly mistake of Marc-André ter Stegen, who ran too far outside the penalty area and allowed Yannick Ferreira Carrasco to hit the empty net. Messi was disappointed again. In the entire game, Lionel shot 3 times and only once on target. Griezmann is even worse, 2 shots and also 1 on target. Even more sadness for Barca fans is added by Pique's injury, which, judging by the photo, is very serious. In general, Barca played another weak match and remained in 10th place in La Liga. Something strange is going on in German football. First, the national team is losing to Spain 0-6, and now Bayern is losing points at home against the modest Werder Bremen. Bayern controlled the game in their style, but in the very end of the first half they conceded from Maximilian Eggestein. The Munich team could only respond with a goal from Kingsley Coman from a few meters after crossing from the right flank. Borussia Dortmund was able to take advantage of the misfire of Bayern. Hornets lost the first half to Hertha 0-1. A magnificent long-range shot was delivered by Mateus Cunha. Then, after the break, Erling Haaland managed to score a hat-trick by the 62nd minute. After that, Guerreiro scored another goal, Cunha scored a penalty, and Haaland made a poker, 2-5. And how symbolic it was that in the 85th minute, Borussia's prodigy Youssoufa Moukoko entered the pitch substituting Haaland. The 16-year-old striker didn't manage to score, but considering that at the youth level he has 141 goals in 88 matches, we are waiting for something unbelievable from him in the next games. And RB Leipzig could have come close to Bayern, but drew against Eintracht 1-1. To the goal of Ayman Barkok, the Bulls responded with an effective strike by Yusuf Poulsen. Juventus continues to chase AC Milan. Yesterday, the team from Turin confidently outplayed the modest Cagliari 2-0, thanks to Cristiano Ronaldo's double. First, CR7 made a dangerous shot into the corner of the gate from an average distance, and then he delivered the ball right into the net after the cross from the corner. Besides, yesterday Lazio played not only against Crotone, but also against a terrible lawn, which was spoiled by a downpour. But that fact didn't stop the Romans from gaining a 2-0 victory with a netting from Immobile and Joaquin Correa. Atalanta very unexpectedly couldn't beat away the league debutant, La Spezia. The most surprising matter is that the team from Bergamo didn't even have a game advantage, and the draw looked like a logical outcome. Well, we are saying goodbye for now. It was Football News. Have a nice one and see you in a bit.